A good time to be back as their team face the most daunting challenge in World Rugby, probably a visit of the All Blacks.
Tackle now, release!
Throws his body into it.
Well, he's played in the centre as well, hasn't he? He's 93, 94 kilos.
Set. Hold.
Fairly stocky bloke. Plays the game well. Cultured left foot, but can defend as well.
Oh, the ball goes loose and Christie's trying to make something of it. The All Blacks are clapping their replacement scrum half. Has he reached out and got his first try for the All Blacks?
It's going to be close, this. Does he manage to get that on the line before he loses control?
Yep. Over 15.
Working towards half-time. They've really got to try and hold on to this scoreboard now as the All Blacks forwards set up.
Okay, now think about using it.
Flex their muscles in the ball.
7.
And this will be holding on to the scoreboard, and they haven't.
Well, the arm's gone up, the try's been given.
To their second, so tight, very compact. Dane Cole's just waiting at the back of that driving line out.
Lord provides the ball. Coles comes round to step once again into the vanguard. And Coles goes again. It's a double for Dane Coles. 2 tries for the number 2, the 3rd score on the board for New Zealand, and that is clinical work from the world's number 1 team.
And Dane Coles is in that position, low at the back, waits for a moment that he knows he can get past these defenders.
Nine out of 10 in this year's Six Nations, 2 out of 2 in the Autumn Nations. And, well, a very interesting first half we've seen. We had to wait 26 minutes to get any points on the board. Then it was a 1-2 from the All Blacks, Christie and Coles going over. But Garbisi's boot has kept the Azuri in the mix.
Both teams.
Garbisi goes in off, it doesn't matter, it still counts. It's 3 points on the board. Lovely little offload for Christie, and here come the All Blacks. Sever Reece came off the bench to score last week. He's been on the pitch the whole time this time, and in perfect position to capitalise on that breakout. In his 16th appearance for the All Blacks, Christie the conduit, and there was nobody going to stop the flying winger there.
Okay, perfect, that's what I wanted to hear. Thank you, Tom.
Rugby community right behind him.
The drive and the opening comes from Asafo Amoa, and another man gets his first try for his country.
You say that on a rugby field when the All Blacks are in town. That said, Dane Coles pretty much scores when he wants. Same format though, isn't it? Just being really patient at the back of a driving maul. He knows exactly when he needs to go. It's the timing, that's what makes the difference in those areas.
You try and get out of the final 10 minutes.
Well, I think if they can get on the board, get a score on the board, they've got a brilliant platform to build on moving into their next 2 weeks. They've got Argentina next week in Treviso, and then they finish their series up with a game against Uruguay.
And suddenly it opens up again. This time it's Hoskins Satuto in the right place at the right time. It is clinical work from the world's number 1 team, as you would expect.
And they just make it look so easy. Make good decisions on the ball. Good delayed pass from Richie Mwunga. George Bridge on his shoulder. Unselfishly
deciding when and where his team will play. Whitelock, of course, knows Kieran Crowley so well. Whitelock was in the 2007 under-19 team that Crowley coached.
I reckon, yeah.
You reckon?
Afaso Aumua.
It had to be. Well, you could. Anything Dane Coles can do, Asafa Aumua can do just as well, right?
So organised. If you look at the Italian defence, their body shape's far more upright. Sam Whitelock just keeping every All Black tight.
Geordie Barrett unable to stoop low enough to pick that one, and that is it. New Zealand have come to Rome. They have conquered. It hasn't been all their way, though, it has to be said. At 9:21, the beginning of this second half, this big crowd here wondered what was in prospect. But the All Blacks know what to do and how to do it. And they ran in another 4 tries in the final quarter of an hour of this game. Italy, plenty of positives for Kieran Crowley on his first outing, but his countrymen have done him this time at the Stadio Olimpico. Full-time score, it's Italy 9, New Zealand 47.